These are the keyboards we got. I'm just trying to get some work done at my desk before. Hi guys, there are officially 10 days left until Christmas and I am just starting my Christmas shopping. I'm the self-proclaimed best gift giver in my family and I just started seriously Christmas shopping this week. So this is the current situation. At least I have wrapping paper and tape and all of that, but everything needs to be Christmas ready, so wrapped with ribbon and bows. So I'm just winding down with a little bit of YouTube and I have a feeling that this one roll of wrapping paper isn't going to be enough because I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I used to do like professional gift wrapping at the mall for people who were like shopping and stuff. There's like a booth where people would bring their gifts and they would get them properly wrapped. So this is like my time to shine. This is a chawan that Garbo threw for me in glaze. These are new glazes actually, and I think it is so cute and it has a little spout, which you definitely need in a chawan. And this is the matching bubble mug. Good morning guys. I finally have a free day to work on my own individual projects and some freelance work that I recently took on because I worked yesterday and then I work tomorrow and the day after that. So this is my little catch-up day. I'm up earlier and I made a little matcha. So let's be productive. It's already January. I feel like I haven't done anything. I like made my mood board, I saw my friends, and I worked. That's literally it. But anyways, I know January marks the start of a new semester for a lot of you guys, and that's why I'm excited to be working with Thea for a second time. The last time I worked with them, so many of you messaged and commented that it has been a game changer for you. And if you didn't know, Thea is a free study tool that can help you practice active recall with their smart study feature. And this is my biggest study tip that is evidence-based, that active recall or like active studying is obviously better than traditional study methods, which is more passive, like rereading your notes or simply writing things things down from a lecture, where active studying is engaging with the actual course content and forcing yourself to apply the knowledge that you've just learned. So Thea's Smart Study feature helps you skip the passive steps and get straight into active studying. So I'll just show you guys what that looks like with an example. So this is what Thea looks like. You can create a new study kit. Organic chemistry was one of the hardest subjects that I took in first year. You can see there's chemistry, biochemistry, and other things. Let's go with biochemistry, and you can describe your test, paste in specific terms, or upload documents or PowerPoints from your course. I'm just going to describe my test. So this is an example of a multiple choice question, and Thea will always give you real-time feedback just like this. This is an example of a true or false question, and there again you have that real-time feedback. Now this is an example of a select all that apply, and here you can see the breakdown and explanation again. And it still blows my mind that this resource is completely free. You can thumbs up the question. You can also change the difficulty to hard. Now this is an example of a short answer, and now this is an example of a graph question. I have not done this kind of chemistry in a long time. And you can always go to your question history and sort by questions you got right versus wrong. So if we want to look at wrong, then you're able to identify what needs work. And Thea has so many other features like flashcards, games, and practice tests. I highly recommend that you guys check it out if you're a student. Like I said, it's completely free and has changed the game for a lot of people I know, and I'll have a link in the description box below if you want to check it out. My sister is coming over, so I'm just gonna make a quick little snacky like cheese board with some things that I got from Italy. This is my favorite cheese. It's Pecorino al Tartuffe. I'm not even gonna say that name. And then I picked up some cheddar as well. 2 types of meat, salami and prosciutto. Some salted crackers and strawberries. And I think I have some tinned mussels or oysters. Let me check. I have these tinned oysters that I got just from a regular grocery store, so I'm gonna open this too. I try to keep them together so that there's at least a little more order, structure, you know, so it doesn't look so chaotic. Okay. That's the only advice I have for this board. Bro.
Whatever, I think it looks fine.
Good morning guys, it's around 8:45 right now and I have a full shift at 10, so I'm just trying to get some work done at my desk before I actually have to head into work. I'm not taking any formal pharmacy school courses this term, so I thought it'd be good to take on some other work outside of the pharmacy, and I'm really pushing myself to do this before work rather than after because I feel like I get so lazy and tired. I just want to eat dinner and read or like play a video game when I get back from the pharmacy. So let's get working. Let's talk about failing. Okay, that was unnecessarily dramatic, but I got you guys to ask me a few questions about uni and pharmacy. I posted this on my private spam account a while ago because it was just perfectly described what I was feeling. And so I'll just play it right now.
I thought I was ready to be back. I thought I was stronger than this, but obviously I'm not.
So I was on the train home from my first class of the course that I am retaking. So I've already taken the course, and I've said this only 2 or 3 times. I can literally count how many times I've shared it, because before each time that I did, my anxiety was so high. I was so afraid of judgment, not from just people on the internet, but I've already received judgment from people in my class, and that was a lot to handle mentally and emotionally. And I never really felt... Am I gonna cry? No, I'm not. Only until I was halfway through retaking the course, so 10 months later when I found out I had to retake the class and I failed the final exam, like I was really struggling mentally. I don't really know how else to describe it. And I felt this way because I'm a very critical person already, especially when it comes to myself and like my work. So I was disappointed in myself. I was embarrassed. Like I would look in the mirror and I would be embarrassed. And looking back, I wish that I had documented more about what I was feeling. It might have helped some of you guys get over this feeling of embarrassment or like being disappointed in yourself. We might have been able to like reshift our focus earlier on, because I genuinely couldn't get over this whole idea of like I'm a failure until I started taking the course again, which was 8 months later. So for over half of 2024, my like student identity was absolutely fractured, and I didn't know if I wanted to be a pharmacist anymore. I felt like I wanted this degree, but this degree didn't want me. But after lots of therapy, talking to my sister, my closest friends, I was able to kind of like box it up neatly in my head and just be grateful that I get a second chance to even retake it. Like I'm not kicked from the program, that kind of thing. The biggest emotions I was feeling when retaking this course was embarrassment and fear of people judging me or gossiping about me, which they ended up doing, and that's life. You can't control what other people are going to say about you. I've had to build up a thick skin because of comments and opinions of people on the internet, but when it comes to people in your city, in your class, gossiping about you, that's a different kind of hurt and skin that you need to build up. I don't know if that makes sense. I've been more transparent on my spam account about retaking my class. So a lot of you guys asked how did my class go. I actually did really well on the midterm and decently on the final. So I did pass pharmacokinetics. That is the course that I had to retake, and I am just so relieved that it is over. How many years of school do I have left? I have 2.5 technically, but the program is 4 years. Do you think I'd be too late to start another program? I'm 21. I don't think you're late at all. I feel like when it comes to professional school programs or masters, you have lots of mature students. And if anything, those students do better because they have more work experience, life experience, and they truly know what they want to do. A few of you asked advice for people retaking failed courses, and I would say just don't do the course the first way that you did it, because clearly something did not go right the first time. That's definitely what I learned. I completely changed the approach that I took to the course. I redid so many of the practice problems. I did the lectures over and over and asked so many questions to the prof so I could really truly understand the concepts. And mine was more of a math course, and I know that I'm not the strongest at math, so obviously I need to do lots of practice. And so one of the most supportive people in my life actually took all of my math problems and rewrote them, made them super cute and fun and engaging so I could keep practicing my calculations and not be so put off when it came to assessments, because obviously the numbers are going to be different. If you keep doing the same problem, the exact same problem over and over again, you're not really exercising or applying your knowledge in new ways. So that is definitely what I would recommend when it comes to problem-based courses. If you're retaking a more knowledge-based course, course, I would honestly recommend getting a tutor to go over key lecture concepts so you're never behind and you're always clear on what you are expected to know and that you understand all the concepts to a T. The reason why I want to make this D&M is because I felt very isolated and ashamed and embarrassed and all those shitty feelings when it really didn't have to be. Like, that doesn't have to be such a defining piece of you because you are so much more than a singular class. How many classes are you gonna take in your fucking life? You know what I mean? What the hell? And yeah, now I'm going to do my other work because life moves on, you know?